What's up everyone, it's Hitman89, hope you're having an awesome day. For this vid, you're gonna need a friend, cause I picked the best co-op games from 2023 until now to play on PC, PS5 and Series X. But whatever you play on, the best place to grab your games is instant gaming. All the latest PC games are at least $10 cheaper, and smaller games like the Precinct, they go for around $20. But if you happen to be on console, then get your Game Pass Ultimate codes and PSN gift cards here. Instant gaming is 100% legit. All the games come straight from the authorized resellers, so go ahead and use the link in the description to save tons of money on your favorite games. Speaking of games, let's have a look at the first one. I played Split Fiction with my wife, and now I wish I could play it with someone else. Why? Cause I'm 35, and at the rate my wife misses simple jumps, I'm not gonna live long enough to see us beat this game. Just like It Takes Two, Split Fiction offers so much gameplay variety. It's one of the best games you can play this year. Now let's move on to the next game. 2 years later, Dead Island 2 is still stunning. But you know what I love even more than these sick graphics? The insane gore system. There is something special about progressively destroying what used to be a regular human being. By the way, you can play the whole campaign with up to 2 friends. You'll just have to unlock co-op by beating the prologue, which is around 30 minutes long. Oh, and there's also the Neighborhood Watch mode where you have to defend a frat house from zombie hordes over 5 days. Dropkicking zombies in pools and frying them or just chopping them to pieces is stupid fun. I made my brother play Dead Island 2 with me, he hated it, and he made sure I knew it every 10 seconds. Next, we have another game he hates, Monster Hunter Wilds. If you like Dragon's Dogma 2 and wanna play something kinda similar but with up to 3 friends, or even with randoms, then Monster Hunter Wilds is the game you need. Chasing down big ass monsters, climbing on their backs and stabbing the shit out of them feels awesome. My brother and I absolutely love Orcs Must Die. We play it almost every day. Setting up traps and watching those hordes of orcs get fucked up is a blast. The campaign was replaced with a roguelite system. I'm not sure I like that, but the game now supports 4 players instead of just 2. Keep in mind this one's not out on PS5 yet, plus if you're only interested in the campaign, then get Orcs Must Die 3 instead. Now at number 5, we have one of my favorite games of all time. Baldur's Gate 3. Whether you play it solo, online with up to 3 friends, or in split screen with your significant other, Baldur's Gate 3 is a masterpiece worth playing at least twice. That's how good it is. And it finally got full crossplay support, so if you haven't played it yet, you're missing out. Moving on to the 6th game on my list, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 feels like an old school game, and I mean that in the best way possible. Just plenty of gore and tons of fun. Executions are extremely satisfying, especially if you're a sick fuck like me. The mix of melee and range combat is great, but if you prefer ARPGs, then you might want to check out Path of Exile 2 instead. And what I love about this game is that in addition to having online co-op, if you have 2 controllers, you can play local co-op as well. Now the full version will be free, but you'd have to wait until next year for that. So if you wanna play Path of Exile 2 right now, you could grab it for like $18 on Instant Gaming. Alright, enough with the plugs. Palworld is a Pokemon ripoff, but with guns and tons of survival elements. Once you've captured enough of these poor creatures, you can put them to work in your very own sweatshop. Also, waiting for your friends to craft something just so you can snatch it and run away laughing your ass off is priceless. I'm such a piece of shit. Anyway, to future-proof this vid, I decided to include 2 games that, at the moment of making this vid, aren't out yet. The first one being none other than Elden Ring Nightreign, a standalone roguelite where you and 2 of your friends have to survive a 3-day marathon, fighting a bunch of enemies and bosses in order to get stronger before you face the Night Lord. I really hope they add the 2-player mode soon though. Last but not least, we have Killing Floor 3. I'm actually glad they delayed it to polish things up. I mean, it's been 9 years since the last game, and I think fans deserve a proper sequel. By the time most of you find out about this vid, Killing Floor 3 will be out, and I hope it's at least as good as Killing Floor 2, otherwise this vid will age like milk. And those are the best, mostly recent co-op games to play with your friends. If I missed any good ones, let me know in the comments. Speaking of comments, let's see who won all these Steam games. Congrats! DM me on Twitter, X, or send me an email and I'll give you your Steam keys. Next we'll have a review, so stay tuned. It's been Hitman89, have a good one.